My name is Ulf Martin Eklund. I'm a program director or senior project manager in the travel industry. I've been managing technology and IT in the travel industry for 20 plus years. I'm very used to taking ownership and build roadmaps and direct and drive large programs. I love all aspects of technology and IT, and I hope I can show some of that in the coming presentation. First of all, I was tasked to describe what I think is the most attractive trends for enterprise software development. Maybe it's a bit boring, but I would say that agility will continue to be the most attractive trend in the coming 5 years, even though it's been disruptive already. Shift from waterfall to agile has barely started. Product influence gradually moves from management down to individual teams, and that's something that many companies have a hard time coping with. The next generation user interfaces will also become disruptive. Today we talked about graphical user interfaces, but they are no longer purely graphical, and that will become disruptive in the coming years. We will use voice and sound and movements and all of those things together in a more user interface or user-friendly interface, I would say, going ahead. That will become disruptive and will change the roles of many of the roles we have today in the industry. Speed, well, a bit boring again, maybe. Computing speed has increased drastically in the last decades, and code complexity have gone with that, hand in hand. It's increased about the same rate, I would say. Code efficiency will therefore become more and more important to increase speed going forward. And I think this will become disruptive or remain disruptive in the sense that it's going to become a new expert area. I was also asked to give an example of where I've been involved from start to end in product development. And I would take a simple example back from 2006. There was an emerging business problem in the airline industry then to do cross-charging of entry fees into the lounges. And the SAS IT group that I worked with at that time decided to create a product, and we did it in an iterative way, much like Agile today, but it was not really called Agile at that point. I developed the technology and architecture and IT roadmap for this product. Roadmaps is something I'm very good at doing, actually, and that's probably one of my expert areas. Consolidating roadmaps from different products into company enterprise IT roadmaps, which I did at that point also, is something I do all the time. And I like doing, and making sure they're consistent, making sure they're suitable for all the different audiences that they need to be shown to, basically. I recruited an initial lightweight team to do this project. This is also something I've become very, very good at. Recruiting expert teams, making sure that we have the right dynamics, that we work good together. In this area, in this little case, it was a business area expert that was put together with 7 analysts and programmers. And this team naturally expanded over time as the product became more mature. We developed a product in about 3 sprints. I don't remember wrong. The prototype was quite successful, so the development continued with another 4 to 5 sprints, and we added more business requirements, and we added some robustness and things like that. It was ready for market product after about 6 months and was sold to some airlines. The product still exists. I left the team at that point. I went into other areas, but it was a nice time, and it was good to be there all the way from ID to market launch. Let's go on with something completely different. Roadmaps is something I told you about before. I'm very good at it. Presenting roadmaps to different audiences is something I like doing and love doing, basically. let's imagine I have a roadmap to present to your management here and now. As you can see, we just added a code coverage product to the strategic initiatives in the roadmap. This is a new potential product. We have already gone through some market analysis, and we have now allocated 1.5 years of development to develop a mature code coverage product in that time. The market analysis, when it comes to the technology view, we looked at quite a few tools, but I will present 3 of them for you with the support for the Java language. TestWell CTC Plus with the Java extension. It's a mature product. It works with all compilers. It supports most of the different types of coverage, including multi-conditions and modified condition decision coverage. Limited reporting. It uses code instrumentation technique, which means that there are also some code metrics available from this tool. Another tool is the JCoco, which is an open source product, semi-mature. It uses bytecode instrumentation technique, which means that there is no code metrics in this product. Also here we have some basic reporting. The last one is Clever. It uses, just like TestWell, it uses some source code instrumentation technique. It's an almost mature product, I would say. It can integrate to several test frameworks, and it was originally a commercial product, but it's now open source. What is good with this product is that it has configuration, a configurable reporting, not just HTML, but they have quite a lot of configurability in their reporting. I have found that if we are going to be able to have a leading code coverage product, we would have to ensure that it supports all levels of code coverage, including even code limitation coverage, to become a little bit unique on the market here. If you go to the implementation part of this, it should use a combination between the source code and the bytecode implementation to get a little bit of the positive of both. It's not easy, and it's something that hasn't been done before, but in order to become a leading product, I think this is actually needed. Report capabilities is also essential. Reports for all levels of management and programmers and so on would be needed on here. So in order for this product to be successful, I think all of these 3 needs to be there. Then on top of that, we will have to add some world-class end user support. Yes. Back to roadmaps again, and the subject of roadmap consistency. I think every product manager needs to review their product roadmap to ensure they are made visual, presentable, and that's not just to one audience, but to several audiences, and they should describe at least the vision and the outlook of the product. The key customer engagement plan, meaning how do I make sure that I fulfill all the requirements of my products? What are my key customers? How do I engage with them? And so on. The product roadmap itself should be visualized, of course, have a customer technology architecture and enterprise IT view, but could potentially be more views than that. All the strategic initiatives and their business value should be on there. There should be a strong value alignment, meaning that all the prioritized features that we present on the plan should have a score, meaning how much value do they give to our customers? Are they a must? Are they a need? Are they nice? And so on. It should be a software release plan. I'm not saying dates. I'm saying just a plan for quarterly maybe, and telling you when we plan to release what. Also, the team building initiatives and technology upgrades and things like that should be on this plan. And it's very important, especially for internal views of the plan. The cost and the benefits, again, of course, from the internal view of this plan. My focus should naturally be on the technology view of this plan. When preparing their roadmaps, every project manager should follow a world-class roadmap development workflow. I would say it consists on the first step would be to verify the product goals and the benefits, validate the strategy, and secure the buy-in of the key customers and stakeholders. Once this has been made, as a first step, there will be a checkpoint to ensure that it's a good foundation. A good foundation to continue to suggesting a plan for the coming releases, to determine the cost estimates, and to ensure that the plan is presented in a simple way. After that, there needs to be a second checkpoint before we go on to publish it internally within the teams and also in all the different teams around, get all the stakeholder sign-offs, and then again, there is another checkpoint before we make it published externally. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation.